Bartender, can
For today's cup of coffee.
Cup of coffee.
It feels natural when Kid is here with me.
Does it?
Yes.
Okay.
Because it's like if
Because
I'm
you got
just,
someone else to talk to.
It is. Because it is an actual conversation.
Yeah.
Rather than just me sitting here talking. Which feels weird. There's some people there's some people that can do that and they do it so well. And it's like I've not gotten to that level. When I was in radio, it was just a matter of, I didn't talk for that long at a time. Well, I take that back. It depended on which station I was at. Mm-hmm. There were times, but usually not that often.
No.
And so to be spontaneous, it's easier for me to be spontaneous with you.
Yeah. Yeah. For like solo videos, it very much has to be almost planned out.
It does. I think so. I'll have to see these people's, secrets. And so did you have a good couple of days? You got to go hear live music again.
I did. It was one person, because I think they do like an open mic type thing, but they get similar people playing. Like it's always like specific people playing or whatever. I know the same band, the same cover band plays there every single weekend over the summer.
Right. Well, and that's fine. Well, it can't be open mic. Open mic is where just random people can come in, and that can be a really interesting thing. It can be a dangerous thing.
I think they have to prove that they have that they have some talent.
Yes, some talent is good for business. No talent makes people leave. That's bad for business.
I was told if I'm going to be playing in bars and stuff like that, that I need to learn not to be monotone. Like so flat with singing.
Who told you were flat with the singing?
I'll tell you after.
Okay. Well, anyhow. There's always a critic in the crowd, isn't there?
It was because I was not that sober. I was not that sober when I was trying to sing, and I was trying to figure. And it was been so long since I even sung that song with the guitar, playing and singing that song at the same time. It has been so long that I couldn't remember shit. I could play Yayo from Lana Del Rey perfectly fine, sort of, kind of.
Okay.
But that one song, it's like, no.
Practice. You do have to practice. That's one of the things.
Mm-hmm. Someone was like, isn't singing just something that you're naturally born with? It's like, for some people, yeah, but you can, like, learn.
Even with those people who have a natural talent, a lot of them do take singing lessons.
Because it helps.
Yes, and it keeps them from destroying their voices.
Yeah. And you can do those vocal lessons through YouTube on your own.
Yes, you can. That is one of especially people that do screamo. When screamo first became a thing, oh my God, you had some people that can really damage your vocal cords.
I'm not even going to try that. Not even. But like, it's the same with dancing as well. Like, you have to learn like how to control your muscles and stuff like that.
Yeah. Well, it depends on what kind of a dance that it is.
Like, for example, ballet. It's very calculated, It
is. It is. So there's a great degree of athleticism in ballet. Mm-hmm. And it's always interesting because you've got these little people that look so delicate and so petite on stage, but then you get next to them and their thigh muscles and stuff are just so developed. They have to be.
A lot of the time, it's their entire body. Mm-hmm. And a lot of the time, those ballet dancers, at least with the ones that have to wear pointer shoes, their toes are beat the fuck up.
Yeah. Because that is an abnormal position for a foot.
Yeah. Yeah. But it looks good on stage. It looks good.
It does. It does. It's one of those kind of weird art forms. Mm-hmm. I mean, it's beautiful, but it's just,
That's like with the geishas. The shit that they wear, that's not comfortable.
No.
But luckily, this all goes into today's topic.
It does. And as far as the spirit of fear, and Kid and I were discussing this over the phone.
I rebuke and bind and gag that spirit of fear.
Yeah. And it's like, excuse me, how is it that there are some people that they become afraid to move their bodies? And this was one of the things that there's a young astrologer. He goes by Sky. I don't remember what his channel name is. If I can remember, I'll put it in the description box. Mm-hmm. And he was talking about here during the month of May, because for so long we have been very cerebral and very spiritual, and somehow the body has just been cast aside almost.
It's been neglected.
Mm-hmm. And that during the month of May, to reclaim that, which is a really good thing. We all need that.
People tend to forget it's all in one. It's mind, body, and spirit.
Yeah. Yeah.
You have to take care of all three of those.
Sure. And that is one of the things that people have a tendency to forget. A lot of times our society has caused us to be very sedentary.
But also, I think what happens is when people are not willing to let go of stuff,
maybe,
and heal, they become very stiff and very rigid within themselves, because it is a physical manifestation of the mind and spirit for them.
I think that's a very good observation.
I don't know if it's an accurate one, but
no, I think it is. I really do, because there's a book. It's called "The Body Bears the Burden."
Oh yeah,
and it discusses how trauma gets trapped in tissue.
Mm-hmm. It has to come out in some way.
Yeah, I actually had a chiropractor years ago that said that fibromyalgia is just that it is a matter of trapped emotions, and that there was no place else for it to go. Because you do get like the muscle knots and the congested pressure points and all that good stuff. And it's like, well, it made perfect sense in a lot of ways.
Mm-hmm.
So, and it's like there are some people that are just so attuned with their bodies that they're just incredible watching them walk. That is that perfect rhythm.
Yeah.
And that elegance.
Mm-hmm.
And that they're not afraid.
No. Well, usually they're very secure within themselves and their beliefs.
Very fluid.
But they are also very open to listening to others.
Mm-hmm. I can see that.
And to learning new perspectives and stuff like that.
Well, in our culture today...
I don't know if I'm accurate on that or not.
Our culture today, your observations are just as valid as anybody else's, honey. It's one of those, what we do with small children. I mean, because small children, you do not have to tell them to move their bodies.
No, they just naturally do it.
Yes. And that's one of the ways that we reclaim these things, is to look at small children and mimic them.
Yeah. But for some reason, as people get older, they grow up, basically. Somehow that stuff is also beaten out of them.
Absolutely. And that is one of the negative things that society is doing. It's not a matter of... They're working against the nature of children.
Mm-hmm.
It is abnormal for small children to sit down and shut up and be quiet. If a child of a certain age is doing that, they're usually sick.
Yes. Yes.
The way the school systems, and I've preached this for years, is it harms children.
It does. It really does.
I mean, you think about it. When time out for a kid, and it was supposed to be like 5 minutes per year, not even that much. I'd have to go back and look at the ratio of it. But if you've got a first grade or a kindergarten child that is forced to sit at a desk, that's punishment for that child, especially if that child has ADHD.
Mm-hmm. Those ADHD kids need to move, need to do something.
And some of the ridiculousness that they're trying to force children to do at those ages before they're ready to do those things, they're making these children hate learning.
Yes.
And hate school.
Well, it was never meant to work with the children.
No.
It was never meant to work with the teens. None of that.
It was designed to create factory workers.
Yeah, to brainwash them.
And right now, the factories are gone, so something else needs to be done.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Something other than handing them some kind of an electronic device which causes them to learn to sit more.
Well, that's one of the things. A lot of schools, they require those electronic devices now.
Yeah.
But also, it's the parents that give those children, like, from day one, basically, until they are of a certain, 2 to 3. That's usually when they start giving them like their phones or iPads and stuff like that. First of all, that technology is expensive. You do not give a child something that pricey.
It doesn't need it.
It doesn't need it.
Give the child a cardboard box and teach them how to use imagination.
Imagination. What did SpongeBob teach?
Absolutely. SpongeBob knows more about education and about small children than public schools.
Yes. There's a lot of wisdom within that show.
Yeah. Yes.
They may not say it outright, but there is a lot of wisdom within that show, at least the first 3 seasons. Now it's just stupidity.
But it's interesting how, as far as dance and different movement, and we're not talking about ballet necessarily.
It's any dance.
Any kind of dance, just moving your body. And people a lot of times do not understand how to listen to music and just move, allow the rhythm to move the body, or they have forgotten how to do that.
Yeah.
They're afraid, what if somebody sees me? Well, what if they do? So what? You really care what random stranger thinks about you?
Right. And more than likely, the only reason that if they are judging, 9 times out of 10, they're really not. They're more focused on themselves and concerned of what other people are thinking about them.
Right. And we're not talking about as far as dancing on a stage or anything. We're talking about just that pure, to reclaim the feeling of moving your body in conjunction with music.
Mm-hmm.
Because the body is designed to move.
Yeah.
You've got your lymphatic system, which is your second circulatory system, that it functions based on body movement.
Yeah. I think that's one of the good things about interpretive dance, is because there's not really a set in stone rule and movement to that. It is literally, you feel the music and you move according to what it feels to you.
Sure.
And it's just an outward expression of what that music feels like to you.
Well, an interpretive dance, and of course it depends on the artist on that and the music and everything like that. Some of it's almost like, it has a very poetic sense to it.
Mm-hmm.
It is to convey meaning without words.
Yeah.
And some people are good at it and some of them ain't.
No.
Some of it you're sitting there going, what the hell is that? It's like they're having a conniption over there.
Literally.
It's like, do I need to call 911?
But there's just some music that it's very difficult to dance to anyway.
Sure. Yeah.
Like, for example, J.O.J.
I don't
Jack
know.
Off Jill.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And Scarling, that's not real. It's not dance music
for dance. No, that's what they call it, head banging, because that's all you do.
Mm-hmm.
It's like fists in the air, banging. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
And it's more of a cathartic type music, as opposed to there's lots of dance music out there. As far as whether it's house or whether it's electronic. I like a variety of music.
You are very eclectic with music.
I am.
Didgeridoo.
I love didgeridoo, and that's one of those, you can't dance to that either. But
at that club,
but you can still move with the rhythm, even of the didgeridoo.
Yeah,
it's sort of a rocking type, movement.
Well, that video that the dude was playing in the club.
Oh, yeah.
Just the dance. And I wish that we had cameras so you could see it. It's just like, dude was getting into it.
Well, he had more than didgeridoo. He also had that, and he's combined that with some more electronic music. And it was very danceable. Mm-hmm. But even then, you had some of those people that they were just standing there stiff.
Yeah. Stiff as a board. It's like, okay, if you go to a club, you go to a club for dancing. Mm-hmm. If you're on the floor and you're just standing there, why are you there?
Right.
Get out there and dance. Move your body. Get your body. Get your body.
And this is the question. Mm-hmm. Why are some people seriously afraid to move? And I think that those are the ones that have honestly been so beat down. And they're the ones that's like, here, just come dance with me.
Yeah.
And they will fight you. And I actually, when I was counseling with some of these kids, that especially the teens, that they were getting ready to go to dances and stuff, I can't dance. Yes, you can. Can you move? Can you move your feet?
Yeah. Can you feel the Can you feel the music?
Yeah.
Just do what you think the music suits the music.
We would start out with finger dancing.
You can do a lot of finger dancing.
Absolutely. Because that's what you do when you drive. And well, me and Kid, a lot of times when we're driving down the road, we bopping along. And people's like, what the hell is wrong with those people?
Someone thought I was nodding to them. Because I was going like this. I was sort of head banging.
Yeah. But then to sit there and retrain and teach somebody how to move, how to feel the rhythm, to sit there and go, it's okay. You're not expected to be able to do this like these professional people. You don't have to do that at a high school dance. Mm-hmm. You know. Yep, and some of them, it's incredible. Uh-huh. And it was really interesting because the kid that I was working with, he had a friend. The friend had absolutely no problem moving because he was from a different culture.
Yeah.
And so me and the friend, because if he was over there, I'm like, hell, come right on. You know, you can sit in on with this. We talking this. Anybody that wants to join can join. Mm-hmm. And he was a cool kid.
Yeah. And
to try to teach the kid I was working with how to dance.
Uh-huh.
And as far as I remember at this point, it's been so long and the world blew up, so who knows what happened. He did go to the dance. And we did get it to where they could dance. And they had actually, the two of them had gone out of the room and they had come up with this really impromptu little dance routine.
Oh, that's cool.
It was wonderful. And they sort of go across the doorway, you know, doing their little thing.
Yeah.
And I was sitting there. It tickled me to death. I mean, it really did. It was great. Mm-hmm. And it's like, we've got so many adults that need to reclaim movement.
They do. There's a lot of things that they need to reclaim.
Uh-huh. And we've got people, it's like, oh, well, you need to do the yoga and you need to do this and you need to do that. And then we do understand that there's people that they have mobility issues. Everybody can do something.
Yeah.
Move some body part.
Literally, the people that if you're wheelchair bound, you move your fingers, tap your hands. Like, tap your hands.
Or toes.
Yeah.
If you can still toes, you know.
If you're absolutely paralyzed and the only thing you can move is your eyes, do that with your eyes.
Absolutely.
Just look around.
Absolutely. And just feel the music as much as you can. Mm-hmm. And it's like, I used to, when I was young, I loved to dance. Loved it. And then over the years, as everything got more and more burdensome and cumbersome, and it just, yeah. Mm-hmm. And then for a long time now, it has been to where just sedentary. And it's bothering me. It's always bothered me. Mm-hmm. Even as far as getting able to go back to the gym. Because when I was going to the gym, I love lifting weights. I do. I've loved it for almost 40 some years. And that's my thing. It's not everybody's thing.
Right.
I'm not out there throwing the barbells around. I'm too damn old to do that now. Have I done it in the past? Hell yeah. I was out there. Mm-hmm. But, you know, it was me challenging me. Mm-hmm. And that same thing with martial arts. It's you against you.
Yes.
Now, when you're sparring, it's you against somebody else. I was never a fan of sparring.
Now you can get hurt that way.
Well,
but then
I have
again,
got
that's
hurt
what
that way.
that's.
My problem was I was always afraid that I would hurt somebody else, and that caused me to pull punches, and I got fussed on lots. And he's absolutely right.
Yeah, because with that sort of thing, you can't pull punches. If you're in combat, there's no pulling punches.
That's
whatsoever.
what they said. They said if you do that in the dojo, you'll do it in real life.
Yeah.
Because you think that you won't, but... And I don't know that I would, because, Lord willing, I hope to God I never have to do that, use any of that knowledge in the real world. Mm-hmm. But you don't know. That knowledge is in there somewhere.
Right.
And as far as me going back to a dojo at this point, no. But dance. To be able to dance and encourage other people to dance.
Mm-hmm. Move your body. Mm-hmm. Move your body.
And Kid took ballet when he was little.
And tap dance. And
well, they tried to get you to tap dance, and
dance.
You hated that, and they tried to get you to do some of the like popular dances, street dances and stuff, and you hated that.
Why did they?
Because they wanted you to be able to do to experience different types of dance other than just ballet.
I mean, I get that, but ballet, it is very much a, like, you know, like Qigong? Mm-hmm. Where it's that very calculated, slow...
Yes.
Yeah, I like that. Now, ballet can be fast-paced, and it can be dramatic. Mm-hmm. But it's still very controlled, and it's learning how to basically... well, have control over yourself.
Absolutely.
It's like, it also is sort of a meditative state almost.
It can be.
Unless you're doing like these horribly, like high kicks, like air splits and stuff like that.
That was Mikhail Baryshnikov, and God, he was just brilliant. Mm-hmm. I mean, I don't think he was quite human. He was something more than human.
Do you know how much strength and how much force that it takes to launch yourself that high up in the air? Mm-hmm. That's a lot.
Yeah. He was great.
Yeah.
And it's like, of course, I have not watched any of that type thing for a very long time. Even there's people that they like the elegance of ballroom dance. You know, that people...
And people think ballet is always elegant. It is certainly not. There is times that it is not elegant.
Well, I think it's just the performance, the appearance of the elegance that they think of. It's not like break dancing.
No. But if it's an intense, like... if it's an intense... classical song, you have to be fast paced with some of those. Mm-hmm.
Yes, you do. But
don't be afraid of it, though.
You don't have to. But even as far as that, just something. And belly dance. There are people that they want to be very calculated, and I think this is. Different cultures want everything perfect. I don't want people to be perfect on this.
Oh, because people...
I want them to get out there and just move.
Yeah.
Put on whatever. Mm-hmm. Whatever kind of music that you want to do just to get back into moving.
Have you ever heard Bjork's Strain Number 9? That song...
Not on purpose.
Well, it's sort of an obscure album of hers. That
Bjork is obscure. Everything she does is obscure.
It is.
She's out there. Let's face it, even by my standards.
But that song Pearl, and there's no lyrics to it.
Okay.
It's just vocal sounds and instrumentals, and it does not sound like something that you can dance to. But if you just feel it, it can be quite a creepy dance.
Well, and that's true of a lot of the primitive and tribal music and sounds and stuff like that. Mm-hmm. And again, it is just that even if it's that hypnotic swaying.
Yeah.
Yeah. That it will move your body if you allow yourself to be one with the music. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So do not be afraid to move your body. Reclaim movement.
Yes.
Reclaim your lymphatic system.
Move your body.
And with water. Because that's what that's the reason a lot of people are so sluggish and they don't realize it. Is that the lymph is... You don't hear people talk about that much. If people are chronically dehydrated, everything gets sluggish.
It does. You cannot drink cold water. Cold water slows your metabolism down and all that too.
Well, that's probably your room temperature, pretty much everything. Except, I'll even drink coffee room temperature, but I do prefer it hot.
Well, hot is better than cold.
Uh-huh.
Like ice cold.
Yeah, I don't usually drink drinks with ice.
Yeah.
And haven't done that for many years.
Uh-huh. Seriously, hot, it's better for you than, it is way better for you to drink like a hot tea or a hot coffee or something like that than something like an iced tea or iced coffee or,
think about it.
Even soda that has been chilled in the fridge and then put over ice.
The average body temperature is like 97, 99, somewhere through there.
Yeah.
Depending on whatever. And then you're putting something that has ice into your stomach. So that's doing weirdness to your system.
Mm-hmm. We are not lizards. We are not supposed to function in cold.
I don't function well in cold. But as far as we want that's what we want to encourage people to do is to move the body.
Move your body.
Get rid of that fear.
Mm-hmm.
Just people sing in the shower. Why can't they dance about in the bathroom? Carefully.
I do that.
Yeah.
I do that.
Yeah.
Even if it's just like a...
Yeah.
Like a swaying back, like a circle, like...
Well, you and I do, that was like with the cats.
Just sort of jumping.
With the cats here watching me walk, it looks like I am a employee of the Department of Funny Walks or whatever it was.
Yeah.
From Monty Python. Mm-hmm. It's just stupid all the time. Mm-hmm. Trying to step about cats. Ministry of Silly Walks was what it was.
Ministries. Yeah. Yeah.
God, those people were brilliant.
They were.
Physical comedians.
Yes. Yes.
Don't be afraid to be silly.
People take themselves way too damn seriously a lot
Don't
of the time.
they though? We're all guilty of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're always scared of what other people will say or think about us rather than just focusing on our own little thing. If we're enjoying it, just allow yourself to enjoy it. Whatever it is, whatever music it is.
But also I want people
whatever dance it is.
To be aware, be self-aware, to realize how inhibited they have allowed themselves to become.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Yeah. And just something simple. I don't care what kind of music it is. If it's Skip to my Lou, go out there and
Watusi.
skip to your Lou.
Wagon Watusi.
They made us square dance when I hated that. I really, really hated the square
dancing. Is not cool.
It wasn't a matter of cool. It was just, I hated it.
Yeah, no,
I hated the music. I hated the way that the motion was. But the other people, some of them, that's their thing.
Well, if that's their thing, that's good. But for you and I, no, it's not cool.
No.
It's not, for us dancing it, it's not fun for us. We are meant for different types of dance. And that's okay. Everybody is meant for for whatever.
Sure.
Whatever they gravitate to, that's good, that's positive.
Yeah. So that's it.
Yeah.
It's like, don't let the devil steal your ability to move.
Because he
reclaim it.
He tries to steal, kill, and destroy on all levels.
Yep. Final thoughts, kid.
The song "Get Your Body, Get Your Body" it was Nina Hagen and who else?
Oh goodness, you asked me that, and I can't remember what the DJ's name was. That it was.
It was kind of like like a version of
Let me look
Kavinsky, but it's not. It still had
no.
ski.
It was Adamski.
Adamski. Like I said, it was like another version of Kavinsky who had Night Call. That song Night Call.
What was his name? Avicii?
Avicii.
Oh my God, so many good songs. There's been so many good DJs over the years and just awesome music
Ravers.
that you can dance to.
Ravers.
Yeah.
I love seeing them dance. Even though sometimes it's that stagger, that drug stagger, but it's okay.
It's all right.
They're still moving, they're still dancing.
Yeah.
Have you seen like some of the cybergoth dances?
That was that one I was trying to. Was it Pong? Was that the name of the song?
Yeah,
that
Pong.
time?
And then there's a big meme video going around, and it's all the cybergoths dancing under a bridge, and they're all basically doing the same dance.
Oh, how cool!
I don't know why people clown on them, because that is fun as hell.
Yeah. When you can do a group activity like that and stuff, absolutely,
It is
can be
super fun. A lot of the goth dances are actually really cool.
Yeah.
Not all the music is.
No, well, it's just slow. It's just kind of slow.
Asperger syndrome.
It's kind of slow and it's kind of, monotone.
No, the instrumental was not that slow. Like, it was good.
Right.
The singing.
Well,
That was Adora Bat Brat.
Oh my God! That was a no. That's like, God love her. No, that was bad.
Yeah, no.
That was when there's somebody that makes me long for Mars Argo. There's a problem.
Mars Argo can actually hold a tune. She just has a very squeaky SpongeBob-y voice. That's the thing. Yeah. She can actually hold a note, though.
Okay. Move your body.
Get your body. Nina Hagen is like, she is one of these people that is not afraid to be weird.
No, she was great.
Yeah.
She's just absolutely, she is very much herself and very much unique.
Mm-hmm.
And
unapologetically herself.
Yes. And I think that we could learn things from Nina Hagen.
Did you see her cover of Somewhere Over the Rainbow?
No. I'll have to look for that one later.
Yeah.
So
it's when she was older and she had the blunt, like the good Betty Page bang with the high ponytails.
Oh, okay.
She looked really nice.
Yeah, she looked very goth during that phase. Is she still alive?
Yeah, she's still alive, and she is very goth. Now, at one point, she was punk.
Right.
Very punk.
Yeah. Well, she's in, what is she, in her 70s now?
Yeah.
Okay.
She's 70-something.
She's just
still as talented as ever. Her voice has gotten deeper, though.
Yeah. Yeah. And the fact that she's German, and it's just like, yeah, that's interesting. That happens.
Are you sure that's not a man? Yes.
First time I did, I thought it was a man. I did. And today, in today's world, you have to ask. So, it's your final thoughts, this is Nina Hagen. If you've had experiences with paranormal or supernatural encounters with UFOs, aliens, cryptids, if you would like to share your favorite body movement, dances, and all that good stuff, sports, if you like sports, put that in the comment section or send us an email, cupofcoffeewithscream@gmail.com. It's there in the description box.
Yes.
What is it that you're chomping at the bit over there?
I'll say it after my little spiel. If you like this video, don't forget to like, share, comment, and most of all, subscribe and click that notification button for daily notifications of our daily uploads. Check her out on BitChute and Rumble at Werlanda's Cup of Coffee with Scream. Also check her out on X, previously known as Twitter, at Werlanda, COCWS. It is like a radio station call sign. It's really cool. She's very supportive on there of other people.
Oh, I enjoy other people's stuff. I enjoy learning about other people, and
you spread joy.
I try to. I hope so.
Yeah. Sometimes you're like, what is that?
Yeah.
What is that? Like, that's all that you will reply. It's like, is that this? What is this?
Well, because I ask questions. That's how I learn.
Yeah. So yeah, the spiel is a few videos back, I mentioned the new Barbie sculpt, the Odile sculpt. I finally got my hands on the closed mouth version, the little Asian one. My next goal. By the way, she is so pretty. I hope that they make her a default face for Barbie.
People have no idea how large the doll collecting community is, do they?
Well, yeah.
It's massive.
It's people of all ages too.
Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that, as long as they learn how to move their body.
Yeah. Well, that's the thing. You can make them dance.
No, I'm not talking about the doll's body. I'm talking about the people's body.
No, but play is definitely a part of that.
It is.
And so it's like if you can get the doll to move and dance, you can do that for yourself as well.
Like I said, I didn't realize the community was that huge. It is massive.
Yeah.
And they take pictures and they share pictures and it's massive. It's a thing.
And they do art with them. They like repaint their faces, all that. They do some really good restyles, like top down, hand sewing outfits. It's top tier.
Like I said, it was not part of my world, and I didn't realize there was so many people's into that, but they're there.
It's always been a part of my world.
It has. It has.
But hopefully I can find that hot pink one, that one with the orange tail and the hot pink hair with the slight visible tooth. I want her so bad, and then I'm going to rebody her on like a 90s Barbie body, the one with the tans.
He gets them and he's like, "Oh, I'm going to change everything about it," and I'm like, "Okay."
I don't like the stiffness of their body. That's the thing. That's the only issue with modern Barbies. It's that if they do not have like a fashionista type body, not the new ones, like 2010s fashionista body, or they don't got a made to move, they are so rigid and stiff, and that's just not fun.
He knows all about this stuff. I know nothing about this stuff.
Like, they don't even give them proper rubber arms anymore, so you can't really bend them to how you want.
I don't know.
And the tail doesn't move either.
Okay, he's excited about the one he's got. Anyhow, know that you are loved.
Mm-hmm.
Treat other people the way that you would like to be treated.
Mm-hmm. And that was section. That was a YK's doll corner.
Okay.
Yeah.
We need to have your little second little thing here.
Yes.
We might do that at some point. And Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup. I'm totally out of my rhythm, completely. You're loved.
I was just excited because I mentioned it a few videos back, and I finally got her, and it's like, yes!
He's excited. Lord willing, we'll see you on the next cup.
Mattel, stop using the pixelation screening style. You can't see details for shit.